Hi guys, let's get started. So I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair and I'm just applying that on my eyelids as a base, and I'm just going to be blending that out with my finger. Now taking my Modern Renaissance palette, I'm using the shade Buon Fresco. I hope that's how you say it, but it's a light lavender lilac shade, and I'm just applying that in my crease, and that's going to be my transition color to help the rest of our shadows blend out. I'm now using the Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree Star. I was so excited to get this, and I'm using the shade Root Canal. It's a bright purple, and I'm just going to be focusing this mainly in my crease, just back and forth, building up the color to the intensity that I want it to be. And I'm just going to be going back and forth between building up the color and then blending out the edges to make sure everything is nice and seamless. So now taking those two darker purples, the names are Extraction and Coma, and I'm going to be focusing these colors on the outer part of my eye and then slowly working it into my crease. And I'll just be going back and forth, adding color, blending, and so on and so forth. And I know this look looks similar to the look I did in my very first video, but these colors are way more vibrant and brighter, and it really went well with my outfit, so I'll show you guys a picture later in the video. I'm now taking the shade Candy Floss. It's a really pretty pink shade, and I'm applying that to my lid. It has little flecks of purple. It's like a duochrome shade. It's really pretty, and I'm just applying this to my eyelid. I'm not really cutting the crease or anything. I'm just kind of putting it on there and then making sure I blend the outer corner shade in with the edges of the pink. I'm now taking the Stila glitter in the shade Ballet Baby, and I'm just going to put that right over top of that eyeshadow. I feel like the eyeshadow gave it a perfect base. With that duochrome, it kind of peeked through the glitter. It was really pretty. And I grabbed a smaller precision brush to kind of just get around the edges and then blend the outer parts of my eye to blend in with the darker shadow. And I'm just going to do the same steps on the other eye, adding the glitter and then using a more precise brush to get closer in and blend out the edges of the glitter. I'm now going to take the shade Tempura from the Modern Renaissance palette and just highlight my brow bone. And now going in with that Buon Fresco shade, I'm just going over the edges and making sure everything is nice and blended. And now for the face, I'm using the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, and I'm putting a few drops on my face to prep for foundation. And I'm just going to press that into my skin with a damp beauty blender. And for foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 190. My friend let me use this actually to try out to wear the same shade. And I'm just going to be blending that out with the beauty blender as well. I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes to hide those dark circles. And for concealer, I'm using the same Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes and clean up the eyeshadow on the sides, and then highlight the rest of my face and blend it in with the beauty blender as usual. Using my Mercier translucent powder, I'm going to set under my eyes, and I'm also going to be baking my smile lines. And using the same powder, I'm just going to set the rest of my face with a fluffy brush. And going back in with that Root Canal shade, I'm just going to be applying this on my lower lash line, and I'm going to be blending it out pretty far down. Depending on you, you can blend this as far down as you want to make it as dramatic as you want. Now taking that dark purple shade, I am just going to be putting this right up under the lashes, and I'm just going to be building up the color to the darkness that I want. And then just blending out the darker shade so there aren't any harsh lines and making it nice and smoky. Now going in with that pink duochrome shade, I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. Now I'm just dusting off the powder that was baking. And now I'm using my Pixie bronzer in the shade Summertime, and I'm just going to be bronzing up my cheeks, forehead, jawline, just making sure I get some warmth on my face. And now using the same bronzer, I'm just going to define my nose a little bit and blend out the harsh lines with the Beauty Blender. And now I'm going to take my mini MAC Fix Plus and just spray my face all over. And now my favorite part, you guys already know this highlighter by Anastasia and Amrezy. I'm just putting that all over my face. While my face is still a little bit wet from the Fix Plus, I like to apply the highlight. It just makes it stand out more, make it look blinding. And now using my sleek highlighting palette, I'm taking that shade for my nose highlight, and I'm spraying my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. Just look. Look at that nose highlight. Oh yes. And then I'm just curling my lashes to prep for the false ones. And I did my lashes off camera just to save time. So we'll be moving on to the lips, and I'm using Colourpop's Lumiere lip liner in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and I'm just gonna line my lips and fill them in as well. I'm taking the Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Midi, and I'm just applying that over top of the lip liner. It's a pretty pinkish nude. I thought it went really well with this whole look. And finishing off the eye look with the bottom mascara. I don't remember the name, it's just like Maybelline Angel Eyes or something. And then we're gonna set our face one more time with Fix Plus, spray all over. And that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.